live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like and subscribe and set those notifications. Be live with us and subscribe because we load tons of free picks on our channel. So be sure to subscribe. Those of you looking for Soccer Biz Daily, a little schedule issue there with Paul today, but he did upload the videos, some big 5 action for you. So 5 picks up on the channel here momentarily. So check that out over at Tony's Picks with our soccer video picks here from Paul. Uploading him solo today, so check him out. All right. Reminder here about our site here. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and go ahead and get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys, so you can go ahead and post your picks in the comments below. And our podcast is Tony's Picks. We take every show and put it in podcast form. We also do that with our picks as well. Every pick, every show in podcast form. Tony's Picks is a podcast available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks. And a reminder about our website, Tony's Picks. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the link to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You can see some of our hot cappers up here, like Pravi has been red hot, Hollywood Sam, Daniel. We've got the Morning Steam team coming in strong, Nick and Collins. Click the links, get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll find our premium picks here at the center of the page. And of course, our best bets. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. We have many up there right now, so be sure to go ahead and get signed up. $15 premium pick. Well, each capper can designate one of their plays off their card as a $15 premium pick, just to introduce their service to new and existing customers. You can see many of the cappers here want to make a good impression. You see many of those picks, those $15 premiums as the best bets on the board today. Our 3-packs offer great value to our consumers as well, so lots of them on the board. And of course, our pick ticker, if you prefer, you can purchase the picks a la carte with team versus team information there for you. All right, let's get this one underway for a game here on your game day picks. Mindy with the afternoon off, so let's go ahead and bring in Ramon. Ramon, you'll find over at Tony's Picks, also part of that morning Steam team, Saturday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Ramon, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, hope you had a good holiday. Thanks a lot. To get ready for another week. We still got New Year's to go. We still got the big game, the big bowl games.
Yeah, we got a couple of minnows today, and then we get right into some big conference schools as we get into the rest of the week here, the rest of the bowl week. Of course, there's some playoff games as well. So pretty big week of action from college football. But we're going to the NBA tonight as we got a 7-game card up there tonight. Pelicans here to host the Pacers here. Some news in this one here as it looks like Zion's on the shelf tonight. So he needs some conditioning after Christmas. Pelicans are laying 2.5, total 234.
Yeah, I see what you did there, Tony. Zion didn't have too much pumpkin pie. He's been pretty sick, missing those last 2 games with serious flu-like symptoms. I would guess he had to pass the league's health and safety protocols to get eligible for tonight's game, but still going to rule him out. And obviously the reflection of the line there, Tony, this game really opened closer to the 6.5 range, and without Zion now you see the game at about 2.5. Totals also dropped here a little bit to 234 from a number that was about 236.5. Well, we kind of expected maybe Zion could make it after passing those protocols, but we'll be missing his 25 points per game. But I'm not sure that's going to be a factor in the direction I'm going with this game with the Pacers and the Pels. The Pacers, they're kind of a fast-paced team with poor defense. They're coming off a couple of wins over Boston and Miami on this trip. So they're playing some of their best ball of the season right now, especially guys like Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and, Nembhard. I hope he's in the game. He is listed as questionable tonight, but he's definitely someone I want to have in there if I'm going to get this total to go over tonight. You know, the Pelicans have gone over in 7 of their last 8 games to move to 19-13 to the over this season. They're averaging close to 118 points per game. They're 9th in adjusted offense and 114.6 points per 100 possessions. New Orleans also 6th in possession length at 13.9 seconds per possession, and Indiana's right there too, just right behind them at 14 seconds per possession. So with Zion out, you're going to have to expect the players, other players to step up for New Orleans. But you know what? Zion's missed a number of games this season, and he's had players step up in the roles, especially guys like McCollum. There was a game back, remember his 40-point game? That was when several players were missing in the lineup. Would like to make sure Murphy's in there. He's also was listed on the injured list for a while, but I think he'll be okay tonight to play. But also, I've got Jonas Valanciunas in there. I have the up arrow on his matchup tonight with Miles Turner. Speaking of Turner, Turner was the big key for the Pacers on November 7th when the Pacers won 129 to 122 against the Pelicans, 37 points in that one for Miles Turner. So I think the perception is the line's dropping without Zion's 25 points, that this one could be an under game. But remember, Indiana, they average 15 and a half three-pointers per game. That's second in the NBA. I think they're playing pretty darn well right now. And going to have the contributions from these New Orleans players off the bench and some of the reserves, the guys like Jackson Hayes, who kind of stepped up recently as well. He scored nearly as many points in a recent outing that he had all season, so he's been someone that they were extremely proud of, and maybe Jose Alvarado as well need contributions from him. But I still got this one pacing up, Tony, with these two teams, given what happened in their first meeting, and we would have had to tackle a higher number with Zion in there, but missing his 25 points per game, I'm going to still look to go over in this one with Indiana and New Orleans. Maybe I'm bucking the move a little bit here as it has dipped down, but still I have a team in New Orleans pretty strong in that adjusted offensive efficiency. In Indiana, I think they'll still be focused. I think one thing I talked about on our show today is these road teams that were, basically stuck on the road with road trips through Christmas, kind of treating these games like business trips because they'll have to celebrate after the holiday here, or maybe they've done it before, but whatever the case may be, they were not at home yesterday with their families. So nothing to do but get ready for another game while the home teams have the distractions of being with family and friends. And, the ball players handle the responsibilities, at least financially, of those events and making sure they have their gatherings all set. So I'm going to go over in this one, Tony, Indiana, New Orleans tonight. 234, a little bit of a discount.
That's right, Ramon here on over 234 in this one. Yeah, the Pelicans over in 7 of 8 in that time period. Their offensive efficiency pretty strong here offensively, 116 points per 100 possessions, but defensively allowing 117 per 100. So without Zion in the lineup, it does impact them defensively. And of course, we're getting some contribution from Trey Murphy there offensively here for Indiana. And of course, as you mentioned here, we've got Halliburton coming off a career high of Hield there. And Nembhard will be in the lineup, but it's Nesmith who is the questionable one here. So we're waiting to hear word on Nesmith. Of course, McCollum can produce your points, Valanciunas, and I think you're on to something here with this over.
Nesmith could be a guy. I definitely would like him in there too. But remember, Indiana, 115 points per game. They're right up there in the tops per league. And of course, they're not a very good team. We know where their problems lie. They're allowing just about the same margin. They're playing probably some of their best ball of the season right now. So this game is expected to be extremely competitive tonight without Zion in the lineup. So for me, I think both teams get into the high teens here, if not reaching. Going to need one of them probably to get to 120 points here, but with a close game expected, I'd imagine some fun tonight with these two clubs in this one.
All right, we got Ramon here. Pelicans last 5 games averaging 123 a game, and the Pacers 114. Ramon here, Pacers Pelicans over 234. This one will have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action. Great NHL results here. Of course, NHL returns tomorrow with a big card, and of course, Ramon will have a place today over at Tony's Picks as we have 7 from the NBA. One college, we had our college football game go off early this afternoon. So what do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
I'm in action right now with that game between New Mexico State and Bowling Green. It's a quick lane bowl, but tonight in that NBA card, 7 games tonight. I got a 3-pack up for you right now over at Tony'sPicks.com for $30. Get my top 3 plays on the NBA card tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages. And I'll be involved in the game with my Chargers tonight. Things broke well for the Chargers over the weekend. About as good as it can go for them, but they still need to win a couple more probably to close out the deal. But man, they're moving more and more safe into position for a playoff spot.
Well, I'm seeing here winning the in.
Can't slip up, Tony, when you're going against these Colts here tonight, especially given what the Colts did. I imagine they'll have a little bit of motivation coming off that game. So get my play tonight, Chargers versus the Colts tonight, Monday Night Football, and I've got that one up for $25. That's my NFL best bet. So, yeah, that was really a bummer that they moved the Charger game from Monday Night Football in exchange for the Pittsburgh and Baltimore game. You heard the announcers talking about it last night, but that's okay. We'll still have a good matchup against the Rams next week. No matter what, we know the Rams are out of it, but I just figured the two LA teams, I understand it, but remember, even with the Steelers and the Ravens, one of those teams could be out of contention when they take the field as well, although they both are alive as we speak, heading into the weekend. So I get it, no problem. Chargers will play the Rams next week in a afternoon start, no big deal. And yeah, maybe they'll have that playoff spot wrapped up and head into the postseason. They're a team that I don't know if they want to consider them under the radar a little bit, but anytime you have one of the top quarterbacks in the league, you've got to be considered live to do some damage in the postseason. So get my play tonight, NFL Monday Night Football, Chargers and the Colts tonight. And got that one up for, it says 45 there, probably going to fix that. Tony, should be $25. It's a good play, but, want to keep it realistic here in that one. It's not my game of the year or anything.
There you go. Got both Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. He's got his NBA Monday Night 3-pack up there on the 7-game card from the NBA. Also in action. Can't forget Monday Night Football, right? We had so much football over the weekend. We have the Monday Night game tonight here with the Chargers and the Colts. So get on board there with the Ramon. He's got both of those games up there. His 3-pack, profit guarantee. So is his NFL game. Profit guarantee means it must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. But, some of the better value right now lies in these long-term passes instead of buying these packages and plays individually. You may consider that weekly all. Boy, do we have a heavy week of action here. That weekly all sports pass is a fantastic value. Got all Ramon's premium plays here from the NFL. Of course, we have NFL here Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. That's covered there. All the bowl action. We're going to have multiple bowl games anywhere between, there's some days where we have 4 bowl games, 3 bowl games. I saw a day in there with 5. So this is a heavy bowl week as we head into also the playoffs, right? We got the New Year's Eve playoffs are also part of that weekly all sports pass. So that's a fantastic value right now. So you may get on board with Ramon with that 7-day all sports pass, all of his premium plays. Again, as we said, it includes all his NHL, all his NBA, college hoops. College hoops will be in action, college football bowl games, NFL. Instead of buying these plays individually, just jump on board with that weekly all sports pass. Get all Ramon's premium plays for the week. And of course, get all those college football bowl games, those playoff games that are on New Year's Eve. You want to get on board there. Of course, the NFL is going to be heavy here on Sunday. With we're going to have a 14-game card on Sunday. No more bye weeks. The one on Thursday and the one on Monday. So there you go with the NFL coverage there. So that 7-day pass is a great value. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off your premium pick purchases. Now that really knocks good savings off that weekly pass. That takes about $30 off that pass, so it becomes about $119. So really good value there. So go ahead and jump on it. And you can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, find Ramon's page, land there, and get signed up. Of course, you'll find his 1-day passes there, profit guarantee up there. The 7-day passes in yellow, not profit guaranteed because we already sell them at a substantial discount. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we got a Twitter account for you set up over at Tony's Picks Ramon. And of course, there are picks up there as well. And of course, that Morning Steam returned today. Limited card, but you got a lot covered here. Even some bowl action for tomorrow over on the Morning Steam with you and Mindy.
Yeah, Tony, got a free play up on the social media account at Tony's Picks Ramon. It's going to come to you in the NBA. Not a lot to choose from, as you mentioned today, but I've got a pick for you in the Rockets and the Bulls. So log on to Twitter and get that free pick at Tony's Picks Ramon. Follow all of our cappers on their Twitter handles as we try to build those up and make those a little more active and useful for our players. And yeah, Tony, we were going with the show today, back at it, and yeah, light card, but I managed to talk for an hour for just a few picks, like I always do. And you mentioned it, 4 games tomorrow in the bowl season. We already previewed 2 of the games, the early games, if you will. So we get those videos up there. But we got those 4 bowl games tomorrow before we get rolling, and some of the big ones are going off tomorrow a little bit, or at least I think one with Oak State and Wisconsin before we start to get more into some of the bigger teams. The Holiday Bowl coming up this week as well, so mostly going to see Power Fives from here on out after the next couple of games. So that kind of turns everybody on more a little bit. So be it. We'll preview them on the morning steam, Mindy and I, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, first on YouTube with your daily betting previews with the morning steam. So we'll be back at it tomorrow, and a big card, as you mentioned, NBA, NHL back in action, as well as the football. So we're back from hiatus. We're all fed and healthy and ready to go for the remainder of the year before we get into those big bowl games and NFL playoffs.
That's right, guys. You can also check out the morning steam for those of you that are driving, that are working today, because some folks are maybe working, or our truckers. We all have our truckers. Stay safe out there on those roads. You can get every pick and every show in podcast form over at Tony's Picks Podcast, available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks. And we put the entire Morning Steam show up there so you can listen to it on your way back. They did a full breakdown with picks on the NBA card today, also with the NFL game, and a couple of the bowl games for tomorrow morning, so you're locked in tune. So be sure to check that out as well. And of course, they've got those bowl games for tomorrow. And of course, if you're ever looking for a game, and it's late, a lot of times it's those late night games, right? Those late night games that you can always do a search team versus team and then put Morning Steam. And we take every video and every pick in the podcast form and put it up there for you so you could listen to it there and get the pick from Ramon and Mindy. Of course, you could check them out on the Morning Steam, Saturday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Ramon, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony. See you then.
See you then. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, are with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Well, we're not doing opening lines yet. Maybe. I think that show's coming up in the new year. We're trying to put something together there with Ramon and some of our New York cappers, but we may look for that in the new year. We hope to. So anyway, guys, just a reminder here of our Game Day Pick Show. We're here with you Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. And we want you guys live with us to get the plays in real time, and of course to get the best numbers. And of course, we load up tons of free picks on our channel, so be sure to subscribe and get them as we drop them for you. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Time for my pick. We're going to the NBA tonight as we have the Nets on the road against the Cavaliers. Cavaliers laying 2, total 220.5, and I'm going to be here on the Nets side +2. I don't know if the Cavaliers are yet ready for prime time. They're a good team. But I just think when it comes down to it, I think when we get to the Final Four, entrance into the deeper in the playoffs, I think this may be a team that may not get there, lacking experience. I think against some of the bigger clubs, we see them fold a little bit. We know Harris is out for Brooklyn. Rubio, Wade, Windler out for the Cavaliers. Now Brooklyn comes off a nice win against Milwaukee, a good shooting team, 49%. Remember, Kyrie Irving returned 18 points, 9 boards. They defended Milwaukee well, holding the Bucks to 44% shooting, 24% from 3. Cleveland, they fell at home to the Raptors here, 118-107. Again, they struggled from three-point shooting distance, and they gave up 50% shooting to Toronto, 51% from 3. And this is not a really good shooting Toronto team. But one thing with the Nets here, they're just at a peak right now, almost like with Philadelphia, right? They've won 12 of 13. They said tops in offensive efficiency in that period, averaging 119 points per 100 possessions while allowing 111 per 100. And again, the Cavaliers have allowed 47% shooting or greater defensively in 3 of their past 6 games. Against the lesser foes, they show up, but against some of these top-tier teams, still got some question marks against them. Just, I think, maybe lacking that experience. I'm going to go with the Nets here, +2 here against the Cavaliers. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com right now. Up there, I have 2 premium plays for you. I have my best bet here from the NBA and NFL. So we'll get my profile page up there for you so we can show you what we have. Let me hit the old refresh button here, reload the page. So we have two best bets. I have one here from the NBA. I have one here from that NFL game. I had a pretty good NFL weekend. Came in with that under, as everyone else was probably at Arizona Tampa Bay game. We got to play tonight here from that Chargers and Colts game for Monday night. That's a $15 premium best bet, so that's up there on the board. Also have my best bet from the NBA up there. Was trying to get a 3-pack, didn't have a line on that Timberwolves Heat game, and then when the line came out, it moved too much. So no way, I'm not going to lay a point or two right now on that one. So going to stick with that 2-pack for now, unless there's some late team coming. But it looks like there'll be a 2-pack tonight for you guys. My standalone plays here. Best bet here from NBA. Best bet here from the NFL tonight. So go ahead and get signed up for those right now if you would. Or if you prefer, as we mentioned, that 7-day pass is a really great way to roll here. We got a lot of bowl action coming up on that 7-day pass. You get all of my premium plays for 7 days. NFL here Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Also, my college football plays that were coming up here for this week. And of course, don't forget those playoffs here on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, I should say. That's a great value there. And of course, that will also cover all the NBA as well and college hoops. We got a college hoops card tomorrow. We got some conference games going off, about 5 of them tomorrow. So go ahead and get signed up there. Don't do hockey, but you'll get everything else from me there with that 7-day all sports pass. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save 20% off. When you do that, you can access my page by clicking the link you see in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and you'll end up on my page, and then go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here. Game day picks. It's now time for my picks. We already got my picks, so it's now time to do the recap. Just Ramon and I today. We had the Pacers Pelicans over 234 from Ramon, and I had the Nets +2 here against the Cavaliers. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of Game Day Picks. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bring our cappers here from Tony's Picks. Give out live plays for you there for the Tuesday action. Of course, reminder, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We load lots of picks on our channel. And as well as set those notifications, be live with us on these live shows. Give us your comments. And of course, you want to get the best numbers. All right, that's going to do it here for our show today. Hope you guys have a great evening today. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Ramon. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you again here tomorrow.